A kind heart is a rare gift in today's world. When you find one, protect it and be one for others. We're all tested when things go wrong, but character is choosing peace, patience, and kindness even when anger feels justified. The best people aren't perfect, they're simply willing to grow, admit mistakes, and keep trying when others give up. You don't have to agree with someone to treat them with dignity. Real maturity respects difference without needing to destroy it. Life's hardest situations don't build character, they reveal it. How you treat others during your lowest moments defines your legacy. Your greatness isn't found in applause but in quiet integrity, when you choose to do what's right even when it's hard. No one owes you kindness, give it anyway. No one may see your efforts, make them anyway. That's the definition of character. You be a person others feel safe around. That means showing up with empathy, honesty, and zero interest in manipulation. If someone treats others with cruelty for fun, they're not joking, they're confessing who they truly are. It's not how loud you shout about justice, it's how you treat people who can do nothing for you that counts. Character is staying loyal when it's hard, staying kind when others are mean, and staying true even when it's unpopular. You can't fake love for others. Real care comes from consistent actions, not from performance, praise, or Instagram posts. Time will always expose what people truly value. Sooner or later words fade, but habits, patterns, and principles will remain. What matters isn't how you start, but how you finish, and who you become along the journey when things get hard. Some talk about integrity while bending every rule, others stay silent and just do the right thing quietly, day after day. Be the kind of person whose presence brings peace. Let your calm energy be louder than chaos or cruelty. You don't need money to show character, you just need choices and the courage to make the right ones, no matter the cost. People may forget what you did for them, but they will never forget how you made them feel, especially when they were weak. Even when the world acts unfairly, stay just. Even when others lie, stay honest. That's how you rise without losing yourself. If you constantly need to prove your worth, step back. You're likely surrounded by those who don't value real character. Stay true even when tempted, stay kind even when hurt. These are the actions that separate ordinary people from the truly remarkable. Your character isn't built overnight, it's shaped through every apology made, every ego humbled, and every hard choice honored in silence. When you give others a voice, defend the weak, and uplift the broken, that's power used with love, not arrogance. Every day you wake up with a choice, repeat yesterday's flaws, or rewrite today, with integrity, honor, and deeper compassion. If someone your younger self would admire, that means living with courage, forgiveness, and the willingness to walk away from harm. It's not the stage that makes a man great, it's how he treats others when no one is clapping that shows greatness. You rise higher by lifting others, not by stepping on them. Your path to success should never crush someone else's dignity. Choose friends not for charm but for character. Charm fades, character sticks, especially when life throws storms your way. Even the smallest moment of grace, holding a door, a kind word, a listening ear, can change someone's entire day. If you're consistent in honesty, firm in values, and soft in heart, you'll leave behind a legacy no title can match. Your pursuit to others, especially the powerless, is your report card in life, and the world is always paying attention. Everyone can be nice when it benefits them. The real test is how they behave when there's nothing to gain. Power doesn't corrupt people, it reveals who they've been all along. Give someone authority and watch their true nature come alive. Be careful who you admire. Some smile in public but wound others in private. Character is who you are when you think you're alone. When someone rises to success, their treatment of old friends and strangers shows whether they truly deserved their rise at all. You may impress people with your talent, but you will only keep their respect with your consistency, humility, and values. A kind person helps someone who can never repay them. That's not charity, it's proof of a heart led by goodness. What you do for others when there's no spotlight or reward reveals the blueprint of your truest self. If someone speaks sweetly in crowds but cuts others down behind closed doors, their character is broken beneath the surface. Pay attention to how people argue. Do they seek truth or simply want to win? Their tone reveals more than their words. Is a good soul stays soft in a cruel world, not because they're weak, but because they refuse to become like those who hurt them. People change in two situations, when they have everything or when they lose everything. Both are mirrors that reflect their deepest self. Kindness that costs you nothing isn't true kindness, but when it costs time, energy, or sacrifice, that's the stuff real character is built on. Your apology is meaningless if your actions don't change. Character is proven through transformation, not empty regret. If you want to know who someone is, watch how they treat those who can't fight back or speak up. It's easy to be good to people when you're happy, but can you stay kind when you're tired, angry, or afraid? The right thing isn't always easy, but character is doing it anyway, especially when doing wrong is more convenient. You learn everything about someone by observing how they behave when they are in control and others must follow. Good character means keeping your word, even when it no longer benefits you, especially when no one would even notice if you didn't. People reveal their true values not by what they say in public, but by what they tolerate and justify in private. Character isn't built in comfort, it's forged in pain, tested in adversity, and revealed when you think no one's paying attention. Look closely at how they respond to inconvenience. That's where entitlement ends and character either stands tall or crumbles. A strong person lifts others even when they're hurting inside. That's not fake, that's courage and selflessness wrapped in quiet grace. Being kind when others are kind is easy, but showing love when someone is rude, that's where real strength shows. Everyone deserves respect, not because of who they are, but because of who you are and what you stand for. Never trust someone who treats you well but treats others poorly. That kindness is not genuine, it's calculated. Give someone time, money, or power, and you'll quickly find out if they're a person of substance or just a polished mask. If a person can gossip about others to you, they'll gossip about you to others. Watch how they talk when someone's absent. Your true values aren't shown in big moments, they live in small daily choices, holding the door, thanking someone, or helping without asking. When you're exhausted, frustrated, or alone, what you choose to do next will say more about your character than any speech. Someone's behavior under pressure is their truth. Stress doesn't create new character, it exposes what's been there all along. People love power, but few know how to use it with humility. That's why so many fall when they finally rise. Your reputation is who people think you are, but your character is who you are when no one is watching. Helping someone who can't repay you is a holy act, proof that your compassion is greater than your ego. Being real doesn't mean being rude. You can be honest without hurting, direct without crushing, and strong without shaming anyone. How you treat someone who has no power over you says more about your soul than your words ever will. You don't truly know someone until you watch how they act under pressure and how they treat people beneath their status. Every challenge you face is a mirror showing your values, your patience, and whether you stand tall or fold under pressure. The strength of your character is determined by how gently you hold power and how quietly you carry your victories. Some people shine in public but treat others poorly in private. Real character is who you are when no one is watching. It's easy to be kind to the rich and famous. Your true self is seen in how you treat the ignored and forgotten. A man's words may charm a crowd, but his daily actions with strangers and subordinates reveal the truth of his heart. Kindness shown in private, when no applause is expected, is the clearest reflection of an honest and honorable heart. You don't need to speak loudly to be heard. The loudest truths are spoken through your behavior, not your voice. Integrity is proven not when it benefits you, but when you stand for what's right even when it costs you everything. Watch how someone speaks to a waiter, a janitor, or a child. That's who they really are, not the role they play. A person with character doesn't seek revenge. They understand that their peace is more valuable than any temporary satisfaction. How people handle criticism, money, and failure reveals everything about them, far more than how they act in success or comfort. When someone gains power and forgets the people who supported them, they fail the greatest test of leadership and humility. Being genuine doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up honestly, especially when it's hard and when nobody is cheering you on. You can pretend in front of the world, but your actions behind closed doors reveal the deepest truth of who you are. Small, consistent actions of respect toward others build a character more valuable than money, fame, or fleeting success. True respect is treating everyone, from the CEO to the janitor, with the same courtesy, not just those who can benefit you. A person's real worth is measured in how they treat people who offer them nothing but a chance to be decent. Even when no one's watching, do the right thing. Character isn't for show, it's who you are when the lights go off. Testing someone's character, give them a little power and see how they treat the weakest person in the room. Leadership is not about title or control, it's about service, humility, and lifting others up, especially when you have nothing to gain. Being kind to those who can't help you in return is the highest form of character and spiritual maturity. You'll never truly understand someone's heart until you see how they treat others during hard times, especially when no one's watching. Don't judge people by how they act when things are easy. Judge them by how they behave when the pressure gets heavy. Real strength isn't shown through control or pride, but in the quiet ability to remain kind, even when others are not. It's easy to smile when things go well, but true grace shows when you're tested and still choose compassion over cruelty. The greatest leaders are those who empower the least among us, never forgetting where they came from or who helped them rise. Character is not proven by titles or wealth, but by how you make people feel when they're vulnerable and asking for help. Watch who someone blames in failure and who they credit in success. Their reactions reveal their humility or lack of it. People don't always remember your words, but they will never forget how you treated them when they were at their lowest. How someone treats animals, strangers, or service workers says more about them than how they treat friends or powerful people. True kindness isn't random, it's a consistent habit, built from integrity and practiced daily with people who cannot return the favor. If you want to test someone's character, watch how they treat people who can't offer them anything, and how they act when they have power. If these quotes inspired you, type yes in the comments below and let me know which one hit you the most. Don't forget to watch our next video on powerful life quotes that everyone should hear at least once. God bless you.